Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle comic or magazine Treasury Edition review of Conan the Barbarian. Now this was issue 4. Of course there was a Spidey one before that. There's all been holiday grab bags and many more, but this Conan is my favourite of all of the Treasury editions. I love this one. And of course you can see it's quite a size. It's not small little comic. And wow, look at that on the back. Brilliant high impact scene there. You know you've got Conan battling away in your corner. There's a lot of people obviously having a few problems there. And it's pretty well rain drenched as well. Now they're not certain, and I'm going to, without checking up the history of where it became colour, because there's red nails in this. There's rogues in the house. And I'm just going to show you the thing there. Rogues in the house. You see the cover has come off. However, rose nails and red nails, and a few other articles as well. Now I've got this, the Savage Tales issue 2 and issue 3 as well. You got here the story there in black and white. Now I'm not certain again the history, whether there was a colour version of this and but no idea. However, as far as I'm aware, this was the original source story, and I love the wonderful omnibus edition of that, so it's worth checking out. Basic ton as well. This is a little bit lighter. So you've got the story here, Barry Smith, of course, all the artwork, and you can really tell the difference in the change in style. You've got the early, well, you can still see it. You can still see the later as well, but it's still brilliant artwork. And you've got there Conan obviously having some problems, trying to escape, as he always does. He's always captured, always trusts bad mistake. However, you know he's going to get out, and he's off with a number of other thievery bits of rogues trying to get into this house. And of course, in the house, there's the usual magical problems, whatever. Loads of stuff that, of course, Conan finds himself battling to save his life, and obviously there. I love some of this. I'm not going to show the story because it's just a brilliant story. Really worth checking the story out. One of my favourites. I love some great scenes there. This is the thing I always love about Conan. You can actually have a Conan comic where he just wanders around a city. I would buy it. I love those sort of scenes where just wandering around these lovely old ancient cities. I think they should bring out a game or something or some sort of 3D application so you could wander around all these deserted cities or whatever. However, let's get on to the next story, which is probably the key story in this, but still, this first one is a pretty decent story. There's also a good old map. Can't beat a good old map. There's Cimmeria there, or Cimmeria, who knows? I'm not going to ask Conan how he pronounces it. So that's that. And red nails onto the actual thing. I say the colour version, I don't know the history of it, whether so. But this is one of the classics. I think this is one of the stories. It's got all the familiar themes. Obviously some magic's involved all the way through it. You've got dragons, you've got deserted cities, or not. And you've got, obviously, Valeria, and much more. And some brilliant Barry Windsor Smith artwork. Love this. So you've got that guy looks like he's not going to be reading any Conan books anytime soon. Obviously, he decided to eat one of those things. Maybe not a good idea. But Conan, again, always useful to have in your corner. If you've got dragons hurtling towards you or anyone else, Conan seems to be able to handle it all, which is brilliant. And then the story goes, of course, into this city. And there's some great, lovely scenes. I love this. I mean, let's say some really great sort of mystical moments in the story, and the artwork is superb all the way through. I just think it's just even if this copy is quite old and also without a cover now, quite tatty, it's still pretty amazing, and I love it. Recently, there's been another version of this story. Blaze brought one out, and also, of course, Dark Horse. They're excellent as well. Love those. So definitely worth checking out. But I think for me, this is still my favourite. Still, it is nice that and also, of course, the French version as well of Red Nails. That was superb. And you've got, just show a few more scenes here. A bit more gruesome thing. Whenever Conan's involved, lots of gruesome activity there. And then all the way through, and I'm not going to show the end, to the memory, I should say, of Robert E. Howard. And then you've got a back page here. Of course, Roy Thomas, if I had the front, here it is, by Roy Thomas. An informal history of the Thomas/Smith Conan. This is superb, absolutely wonderful. If you can get a copy, definitely worth, hopefully a better copy than mine. However, I'm still really pleased I've finally got a copy again, because I had this years ago, regret getting rid of it, and I saw a copy online. I thought, okay, let's just get that again, because it's just a brilliant story. And like I say, The Red Nails is a classic story. The other one, of course, not so important, because it's a fine story, nothing wrong with it, but I've got it, of course, in the omnibus editions. So thoroughly enjoyable, brilliant Marvel Treasury Edition, Conan the Barbarian!